of beets.
Mm-hmm.
We have a beet bush out. Bush. I mean bush. It was a kid project, and it's now like gigantic and flower.
Did not know that beets grew on a bush. I thought beets were roots.
Yeah, exactly. It's like made this
Oh,
gigantic
I see what you're saying.
thing.
Like it's made.
Oh,
sorry.
I was like, those aren't beets.
I mean, speaking of beets, I do have some miniature beets right here. Unless you want to.
Of autumn is strawberries. Strawberries grow on trees.
How do you dance to a miniature beet?
Hey, if you go to Disney World, they do grow on trees.
That's true.
In the land.
I think that we've covered everything on the agenda. I think we're good to go.
Yeah,
Thanks so much for joining us.
Successful cold open number 230. Hello, everyone.
Boom. Nailed it.
Welcome to New at Sideshow Live. My name is Paul, and I am, of course, joined by the other band members in Chicago. Because aren't there like 13 of them?
There's like 13. Yes.
Everyone want to go around and say hello and explain their shirts?
Oh.
Howdy.
I think people just want us to get to the point, Paul. So let's.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I'll stop beating around the beat bush.
Chris,
Joe, there's a better joke in there somewhere.
Me. Well, let's do this.
Our names are on the screen.
Also, Joe, you still have your Iron Man name on your screen.
Oh, I do. Oh, shoot.
Well, it lives there now. People know. So, hello, everyone. Welcome to New at Sideshow Live, your one-stop shop for all things Sideshow and everything that is happening in pop culture. Now, Rob... He was just like, I will not be on a show with Paul and Autumn today. So,
Nope.
Alex is stepping in behind the scenes. Alex, can you bring up the schedule? We're going to run people through what's happening today. So, we've got Chris here is going to run us through today at Sideshow and also what giveaways we still do have running, and then we're throwing it over to Joni Stark, who's going to run us through now at Sideshow.com, our deal of the day. We've got Autumn, of course, somehow always gets the best, or the one that I never get to do, which is the incredible collector community images that we've got from you all. And then we're back to Chris with today's pop culture headlines. Back to Joe with Dude, Where's My Blog, also known as From the Blog. And then wrapping up the week with the biggest comic book reader I know, Autumn, This Week in Comics.
I assume these are all about Buffy comics today.
It is, specifically today.
Now it's Sideshow.
Mm-hmm. Boom, graphic.
Pa-pow.
Boom, graphic. There we go.
There we go.
Happening today at Sideshow. It is Wednesday. That means it is Comics Hall with Amy and Paul. Sideshow's official social media channels will be hosting this stream in the Let Your Geek Side Show group, and the Facebook group, and it goes to YouTube as well, correct?
Twitch,
yep.
Periscope.
And that's today at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
I almost got it wrong.
4 in the morning in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know if that's true. Please, no one check the math on that.
And then we have a couple giveaways. We have 3 giveaways going for some pretty amazing things. The Flash 750 fine art print by Francis Manipal. Manipal?
Yeah.
You can go to side.show/backinaFlash to enter that one. That's a really cool art print. We have the Doctor Doom fine art print by Richard Leong. So look at that. That is amazing.
Oh, yeah. Richard is incredible.
It's running through June 4th at 10 a.m. Pacific, and you go to side.show/PHDoom. No, it's PHDoom.
PhD
I get it like it's PhD, like doctor? Yeah.
Yeah, he's a doctor. PhD
Huh. That's for
Got
doctor,
it.
not doom.
I'm following now. And then the final one we have going on right now is the Thor Infinity War 6-scale figure from Hot Toys. Amazing figure. This is our newsletter giveaway running through June 30th at 10 a.m. Pacific. Go to side.show/newsworthy. Get it? This is worthy. And it's part of the newsletter.
This is going to be going on all month long. So every month on the newsletter, we have a giveaway.
And folks, that is what is happening at Sideshow today.
So efficient.
Nice.
Wow.
I didn't even get to pour one out for Darth News. I missed it.
No. Yep.
Oh,
you missed it.
My condolences, Darth News. Well, thank you, sir. Now, Joe, please take the reins. I just noticed your Aloha Rancor. I feel like, again, we'd mentioned this. We haven't seen each other in a while, but it's just been a weekend.
Rails, Paul. Rails.
We're on it. It was just like, he's looked out the window really quick.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of Aloha, Hello,
Yes.
Joe. Will you please
Hello,
take us
Paul.
through?
That was so good.
Now
It
it's
also
Sideshow.
means goodbye.
I'm trying so hard. Chris. Okay. Now it's Sideshow, the classic Cylon Centurion figure by Eaglemoss. I was very excited to
Ooh,
see
that's
this
cool.
one.
Oh, that's so cool.
He is a cycloptic
My
foot soldier of the
man.
robot army, created by the reptilian Cylons. Oh my gosh, it's like such a throwback.
Isn't he the one?
Costume.
Like, I'm familiar with the one from my childhood. It's by your command,
Beats
right?
again.
Isn't that it?
I
I think
don't
maybe
know if
Alex,
that's it.
who's running the show, can let us know. He's a huge, huge fan. I
Battlestar
believe.
Galactica.
I would love to know what the link is. Oh, there it is. Sideshow. Bears.
It's Bears
Beats.
Beats Battlestar Galactica. It's from The Office.
BSG.
Nice.
Yes. Bears beats
Beats Battlestar Galactica.
BSG.
Rob
Or you could just go to the
continues
website
be
and search for Cylon, because that's way
Or you can type
easier.
in Bears
You could.
Beats BSG, and it's much more fun, and it'll get you there.
Sideshow.
That's true.
/
It's
Bears
about the
Beats
journey,
BSG.
Chris. It's about the journey.
Much
Oh.
like
Not
Battlestar.
Let's journey on to the mythical beast.
Don't stop believing, guys. Come
Pixiu
on.
statue by Manasum. Sideshow and Manasum present a mythical beast. Pixiu statue? I think
is
that's how you
cool.
pronounce it.
How
It
big
is
is that
very
thing?
cool.
Is it like yay? Like
2.6 inches. It's a
that's
bronze
tiny.
mythical beast.
Yeah.
And you can find out
Faux
more
bronze.
at
faux bronze?
side.show / something special.
Oh, get it? Like man is some.
Aw.
I like it.
Yeah.
Rob continues to be undefeated with
That
his,
is that
short
is really
links.
cool. Just want to be clear, it is faux bronze,
Mhm.
Faux bronze.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
not real bronze.
No.
Just
you.
the
It's a
Faux
bronze, In color. If you were to describe the color, it is bronze.
yes. There you go.
Bronze-like is what it could be.
Mm.
Bronzish.
Mhm.
Next up, we have the Van Helsing black and white version statue by Xenoscope Entertainment.
Cool.
This
Oh, that
is
whole line is awesome.
black and white. This is not faux black and white. This is real black and white. This is Liesl Van
Authentic.
Helsing, the
Thank you.
authentic black and white, the brilliant inventor, and the only daughter of the legendary vampire hunter Abraham Van Helsing. She spends her nights using her brain skills and inventions to take on all the undead, from Dracula to Frankenstein to mummies and werewolves. She's a force to be reckoned with. She's 9 inches tall. She's inspired by Jason Carty's illustration of Xenoscope's comic book Heroine, and she's limited to 250 pieces worldwide. And you can find her at side.show / steak dinner.
Rob.
Oh, you know he's out there. He's just
Uh-huh.
chuckling.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Oh
that's
my
great.
gosh. Okay. And our feature deal of the day is the Marvel Comic Art Books collection by Insight Editions. Sideshow and Insight present the Marvel Comics art book, and it's
that's
this
cool.
huge bundle of all the art books that are
that's cool.
just a must-have for all the comic fans. It includes Deadpool drawing the Merc with a Mouth, Marvel's The Black Widow creating the Avengers, Super Spy, Guardians of the Galaxy creating the spacefaring heroes,
Mhm.
and Black Panther illustrating the illustrated history of the King. It was originally $180, but now it's $125.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
And you can find,
Nice.
yeah, it's a pretty good deal. And you can find that at side.show. Oh, I did this on purpose, so it would mess you guys up. And now I have to read it. Side.show / Marvel Art. Marvel Art.
Marvel art.
Marvel art.
Marvel Art.
I think he's
Why
just
was that
squishing the two
challenging?
words.
I'm trying to figure out.
Marvel
Is it-
Art.
Rails,
Say it
Chris.
3 times.
Chris, rails.
Oh, sorry.
It sounds like a supermarket in Wisconsin.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Oh
Marvel
well.
Art.
We'll just head on down to the Marvel art.
That's
so
Marvel
thank
art.
you so much, Joni Stark. Yeah, tons of great stuff. And again, sideshow.com for everything that we had seen there. And also, we have more than 3 things on our website. We have like a lot of stuff. So
We have almost 5.
almost 5, at least 4.
We should add a component to the show, like the ticker of how many items are available at the site. Wouldn't that be cool? Like
That'd be cool. You know what's over
4,500.
here? The rails. Let's go.
Got. All right. Thank you so much, Joe.
We should have
now,
a scoreboard on each of our windows. How many times each of us takes us off the rails?
Hey,
I was
Autumn,
doing really good.
the rail-
Rails.
Joe,
Well,
please.
Sorry.
This was regarding the rails, so I
Autumn.
think it counts.
No.
It just feels like this. We've got to move on to our next segment, which is, of course, a fan favorite because it is, a favorite of ours because of all of you guys out there.
It's about our favorite fans. Collector community. All right, guys. Thank you. That was an amazing little song we did. Okay. We have 3 more images from the collector community today. The first one is from Instagram. This is from...
Oh, wow.
That is awesome. This is... awesome. The account is... There we go. Thank you. It is from RE Animation over on Instagram. If you go over to side.show how to share, there is a detailed explanation of exactly how to share on our various social media accounts, or you can directly upload it right to our website. And this is... I absolutely love the composition of this, the posing, the light effect on that back. I love it.
The porgs.
The porgs.
Yeah.
They're just like the hype crew.
You can't go wrong with porgs.
Porbs.
Yeah. Porgs would make excellent hype men.
So cool. Absolutely.
Because they're just so loud.
Especially down there on the bottom. He's just like...
Yeah. They just need little clocks around their necks.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then next we have Batman Beyond directly submitted onto our site by Juan Morales. This is a gorgeous. It's deceptively simple in its pose, but the lighting and the composition on this is excellent. I love the background that they used. This is a great shot that conveys a lot.
That's the Hot Toys 6 scale, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Love it. I love the tight depth of field on this. It's really cool.
Yeah, they got a really good look at that during Unsealed Reveal, like last month. And that thing is posable. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is incredible.
So cool.
I really like the photography term on this one.
Depth of field? Okay, sorry.
Chiaroscuro?
Sorry, the...
Filter.
No, the word I'm looking for is...
That was horrible. That was mean.
Shallow focus. That's it. Is that more attainable?
Oh my gosh! Sorry, I'm just being mean.
Shallow. Speaking of shallow focus, let's move on to the next thing.
My 2 moves: shallow or focused.
And focus. All right, next we have this amazing Darth Maul image submitted directly by Don. We don't know his last name. He keeps it cool and just refers to himself as Don, and we love that about him.
He is
so thank you, Don.
On this pose. Look at this. That's amazing.
Absolutely. Great shot.
I think this is the one from Solo specifically, right? I think this
so,
is that Darth Maul because he's got the mechanical legs.
Yep.
That is. How do you get that so balanced? I'd be so terrified.
No,
so
I don't
cool.
know. That's one of those where it would take me like five tries, and he would fall over before I could snap the shutter.
I'm going to photography talk just a little bit. I love that he has just the right amount of lighting on the background to put him in the environment without the environment distracting from the pose. It's really cool. Very nicely done.
I was going to say the same thing too.
And again, he chose a shallow focus, a tight depth of field is what I was going to say. A wide aperture. Anyway,
cool.
So anyway, those are some of our favorite images from the community today. Thank you so much for submitting those, and you guys keep submitting those images because we feature them all over the place. Go to side.show/how-to-share.
How to share. Yeah, seriously. Someone had said it probably has the grabber thing holding it, maybe photoshopped out. I don't want to know that. I don't want to know the magic behind it. I just want to enjoy the magic,
Oh, it's just magic. It looks great.
That's what it
magic.
is. I don't care how David Blaine does it. Just blow my mind. Just freak my mind. Oh, no, that's the other one. All right. So before we move on, Mr. Aronowitz, can you bring up that schedule one more time for anyone who may have jumped on here a little later? We just went through today at Sideshow, what is on our website, and our deal of the day. And lastly, we had just taken a look at our collector community images from our incredible collector community. So up next, we have Chris with Pop Culture Headlines.
All right.
Pop Culture Headlines. Go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Marvel and okay.
Extra.
Just in case you're wondering, folks, you can get much more timely pop culture headlines by visiting side.show/pop podcast. Daily pop culture headlines from the wonderful team here at Sideshow. It's actually Andrew, and he does an amazing job.
And he never goes off the rails. He just delivers you the pop culture headlines. No nonsense.
So here we got 2 stories for you. Marvel and SiriusXM's new audio drama premieres today. The podcast follows Peter Quill and Rocket Raccoon into a post-apocalyptic future where they're on a mission to find the Black Vortex, an ancient relic reported to yield cosmic powers. The first 2 episodes of Wastelanders Old Man Star-Lord are now available on pretty much anywhere podcasts are available.
Yep.
That is really, really cool. I want to know, like, what planet... Like, they're in an era where they can go from planet to planet. So, like, if it's post-apocalyptic, just leave. Go to a different planet. Like, what?
Well, maybe all their technology was destroyed.
Maybe. Yeah. I'm just wondering, like... What planet is it?
The Old Man series that Marvel has done is really awesome because it's this like
yeah.
unbearable like timer. Like you know that by the end of whatever you're gonna do, whoever the main character is gonna die. Like in the Old Man Logan, 2010 series. Like they did Old Man Hawkeye. They've done I think they've done really Old Man Banner a while ago. But I think this is their first dip of the toe into the podcast format.
That's really cool.
So question. I assume the voice talent is not the same as the film voices.
No.
Okay.
Let's see if we can. If only we had the internet here. Well,
if only we had a computer.
Someone.
Well, let's continue on.
That's really cool, though. I'm excited about listening to that one. I will be definitely checking it out.
The next pop culture headline is from Jamie Lee Curtis. She shared a behind-the-scenes photo from the Borderlands film. It's a silhouette of Lilith, the legendary heroine, psycho-blasting, vault-hunting vixen with a bad attitude. Borderlands has no release at this point, but awesome seems to be highly anticipated.
That's a great shot. That one has a bigger depth of field so that you can you can see the details in the foreground and in the background.
Even more chiaroscuro.
Bokeh.
Awesome.
F-stop. Use some.
Yeah, what is the f-stop on this one? I'm sorry. Anyway, that's your pop culture headlines for today. But again, 500? Pop Podcast, side.show/pop podcast to get your daily news. And it's 365 days a year, even on holidays.
Yep.
Tell your friends, give a 5-star review, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thank you. And that is your pop culture headlines.
Thank you. And while you're there, also if you're on YouTube or Facebook, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell and leave a comment like this video now.
Important tip, if you do turn on notifications hit the notification bell on YouTube, make sure that you enable notifications so that you will actually get a little pop-up notification when we go live.
Yeah, that's a critical
you have to enable it on your YouTube app. Yep.
Especially since we have so many events coming up, and I heard from a secret inside source that Sideshow Con is going to be nuts this year. So you're probably going to want to be subscribed and notified for Sideshow Con, of course. But we've also got our Level Up Week in between there, in case you were missing an event. I know I was. All right, thank you. Let's move on here, Joe. Rise from the depths with From the Blog.
What's in the blog?
Dude, where's
you
my blog?
are the blog beneath my wings.
That's a good one.
So first up in the blog, we've got the top 5 Christopher Nolan films by Jasmine Taserface Edwards. She's written a blog post.
It doesn't say Taserface in the notes.
It does not.
My notes are different from yours. I don't know who's messing with me. So the blog is about the acclaimed writer-director Christopher Nolan and his extensive and impressive filmography. Wow. The style that he uses, his non-linear storytelling, his sweeping emotional stories, and the emphasis on intricately woven plots and characters. Which, if you see a Christopher Nolan movie, it's one that you have to see once and then again just to like unpack what you saw. And then maybe a third time to unravel what you've unpacked and put it back together in the right way. His films are, starting with Memento. Was it Memento?
Memento.
Yeah.
Everything he does is just.
Wait, Jasmine, I'm not going to spoil this, but I'm very surprised by the number 1 choice on this blog.
I am too.
I haven't seen it.
And so that is all kinds of throwing down in my book.
Also, you guys, I just want to give you guys notice that this top hasn't stopped spinning. I'm a little suspicious now.
I saw it wobble earlier.
Oh,
where are we?
1 second. 1 second. Yeah, I did. You know what's funny is a long time ago, I think it was Inception, when I was trying to understand, like, what did I just watch? Someone had said, they're like, I've been watching Christopher Nolan movies for a long time, and I love Christopher Nolan, and his movies always accidentally end up being your favorites because you watch it so many times to understand it. And I was like, oh, that makes perfect sense, because that's how Interstellar.
That's part of the business plan.
Oh my gosh, yes, Interstellar I've probably
is.
watched like 8 times. Like, okay, now what?
Yeah, I used to parallel park to that soundtrack just to get more epic. Wonderful. Sorry. Joe, please, rails.
Next.
I'm so sorry. Everyone.
Wow, Joe.
So you can read that blog post at side.show/blog within a blog.
Nice. That's nice. I like it.
And the next post we have is at side.show/team player. It's a blog post about every major Marvel team up that Iron Man has been on. There's actually a lot, because I read through this one and I was like, really? Wow, he was there too. When he has a plan, Iron Man uses his resources to make connections, and those connections usher in his idyllic vision of the world. There's a lot of heroes that he teams up with, and he's been on so many different teams throughout the years. This is a look at, I think, the top 10, top 5 teams that Iron Man has been on in the Marvel universe, MCU, and the comics.
Oh, that's good.
This one in particular, I think this is the Illuminati.
This particular, let's see, name more. Yeah, that's the Illuminati.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're the ones that send the Hulk into space, and he does not like that. Tell you that.
How did they find an astronaut suit to fit the Hulk?
They didn't. They put it on Bruce Banner, and then I don't want spoilers for World War Hulk.
Oh yeah,
sorry.
That came out in 2007. But
that's when you were born. I mean, it's so long ago.
Yeah, when I first plugged into the Matrix.
And that's what's in the blog. That and many, many, many more. You can find more at sideshow.com/blog.
Mm-hmm. You can't handle the blog.
Mm-mm.
Yes, these thumbs are official. Nice.
So are these.
Says the Illuminati #1, no debate. I agree, because it also has Doctor Strange on it. So thank you so much, Joe, for keeping us on the rails there. Now, moving over to Autumn with...
That's me.
This week... Cutaway. Do you not have one?
This week in comics.
This week's in comics.
Now.
Okay.
And now.
Now.
Close.
Okay, so this week in comics. Comic book creators answer Twitter challenge. You get one chance to write a 6-issue miniseries on one established comic book character. Some writers are choosing very established characters, like Dan Slott expressing a desire to write Doctor Strange run, while others went for lesser-known heroes like Ed Bryson choosing Speedball. While these are by no means indicative of any future projects, it is fun to see which characters creators would like to work on. You can check that out on Twitter. And I assume that maybe Paul and Amy might talk more about that today on Comics Hall.
With Amy and
now
Paul.
They are.
Do they,
with Amy and Paul.
Do they get to choose any character from
Yeah,
any?
It's just a question. Like, what would you want to work on?
Yeah,
but like if a Marvel writer, would they choose Batman?
Yeah, they can choose anything they want.
Okay.
Yeah, and they have. Yeah.
Oh yeah, a ton of people. I think we had like Ed Brisson, who's doing like horror comics specifically right now. He never writes for DC, but he's like, I'd like to write a Green Lantern story. It'll never happen because he's under contract to Marvel. But it was still fun. I would love for him to write one, because like a horror Green Lantern comic, like just take it.
Maybe write it in Twitter really quick, just like a synopsis, and then just maybe nobody will notice.
Just put your art in the thread below. It's a deconstructed comic book.
Don't use hashtags.
Yeah, it's really fun. I'm curious to see what Amy's choice would be. I think I know what it is, because she won't stop talking about it. But I think I know what it is.
I think I know too. Okay, and next in comic book news, the Hellfire Gala begins today. I don't know what that is. Marvel's mutants have faced some big tests this past year, but now it's time for a celebration and more. Emma Frost and the Hellfire Trading Company will finally reveal their power and plans to the rest of the world in this event spanning most of the X books.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very, very exciting. This is something that so Jonathan Hickman, who has completely taken over the X-Men, has been building to this since like the end of 2018.
That's cool.
And so, or maybe late 2019, but the Hellfire Gala is sort of the first outing of the new X-Men team, and it's been building for a long time. And both me and Amy were like, we're not reading another event book. We just spent all this money on event books, but we'll probably both end up reading this anyways.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, this is incredible, and especially if you're an X-Men fan, like things are good right now for you because there are so many books.
Are they known characters or new characters that are going to be part of this club?
So the Hellfire Trading Club was like I can hear Amy's glasses getting pushed up for everything I'm getting wrong. But the Hellfire Trading Club is like the X-Men's like business side of what they do because they have these like special the business shorties. They have these mutant plants that help cure human ailments, so they needed to monopolize that, and now they have an official business. So I think that's the Hellfire Trading Club, and they are. Hellfire Gala is now sponsored by that. And it's this big event where all of these people who haven't traditionally been together are now coming together in the Hellfire Gala. And like Wolverine, Magneto, Professor X will be there, but it's, there's a lot of the younger people that a lot of these writers grew up with. And they're like, hey, you wrote this character in one book in like 1980, and now that I'm a professional comic book writer, like they are at the forefront. So it's really exciting because a lot of people feel very similar because there's so many X-Men. There's that running joke that's like, if there's a ridiculous power, there's probably an X-Men for it. So. Yeah.
Are there more X-Men or bandmates in Chicago?
Chicago, probably.
Probably. They have a huge one 100%. Section.
They do.
Yeah.
Oh, and that was your This Week in Comics that I just brought you.
Thank you.
Nice closure. Good job.
Yeah. You like that?
Yeah, and we'll be talking more about that today. I don't know if me or Amy are actually covering the Hellfire Gala today, because again, it's like a lot. We like to say like, oh, we like to bring you books that you can jump into and understand. There's like 2 years of reading to really immerse yourself in the Hellfire Gala, but I'm sure we'll talk about it a little bit today at 4. So
there is this question that just popped up that we can answer. Yes, tomorrow at 5 p.m. we will be having that Sideshow show tomorrow instead of Friday, because I will be gone on Friday. So we will be having the show tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern in the group Let Your Geek Sideshow, side.show/geek group exclusively.
Boom. Wonderful. Well, so everyone, thank you all so much for hanging out with us on Wednesday, hold on, I got this, 2nd of June. Wow, 2nd of June.
Yeah,
that
June happened.
Pretty close to Level Up Week and Con around the corner and revealing that amazing new figure.
Yep.
Awesome.
You went through a tunnel for a second, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. The amazing new.
Yep.
Yeah, very excited for you all to see that. Thank you all so very much. We will be here tomorrow. Oh, I'll be on the show tomorrow. I'll see you guys today at 4. I'll see you tomorrow for another episode of New at Sideshow Live, which we do every day, Monday through Friday at 9 o'clock Pacific. And again, wherever you are, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, maybe you're checking at the Hellfire Gala, you're on wherever the
you're in line at the DMV, who knows,
wherever the Cylons are from, the Cylon DMV, I don't know. Like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, because every time you like this, the shark on Chris's shirt gets more teeth.
That's right.
Yeah.
And gets another fun pal riding on his back.
Oh yeah.
When is Shark Week? By the way, we got a meeting on him. We got to go.
I think
we do have a meeting in like 1 minute. We have to go.
Thank you all so very much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, don't forget to let your geek side show.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.